Welcome to Surf Dudes with Attitude.
Stop.
Season wrap, guys.
Can I look?
Yes.
Whoa!
I got us a cake, guys, with one single candle. Luckily, that's all I had left in the house. So
that's so nice.
This is our 1 year anniversary.
Should we all blow it out on 3?
I think so, as long as people can hear. Blow into your microphone.
Don't you
on
worry.
On 3, not after 3. On 3, okay? So 1, 2, 3. Okay, guys.
Oh,
So
it worked.
did you bake that yourself?
Oh, fuck no. No. It's a Trader Joe's cake, all right?
Oh, that's fancy.
Supposedly it's pretty good. I haven't had it. I will be picking at it this whole episode, but guys,
they'll make for great radio, you chewing with your mouth full.
So this is we're going to do our season wrap right now. It's something we've been threatening for a little while, but we've talked about a lot of stuff during the season, and I just kind of want to conglomerate all of it and amalgamate and put it in this cacophony of good feelings that we finished the first season of California Dreams. We've talked to some great people this first season. I just want to kind of check in, have any thoughts about the second season, and then we're going to go over the soundtrack that we've been talking about this whole show.
So where I would really like to start is for someone that has barely any recollection of the 90s and didn't go to high school. Zach, what's your feeling overall as a season?
You know, I don't know what you've done to me. There's a certain amount of like adoration that appears when you like just put this much time and care into something, and we've been doing this for weeks, and so it's like I've listened to the theme song so many times. It now, like when we were doing the music video wrap, I was listening to it for maybe the last time in this context. And I was getting like a little emotional about it and feeling nostalgic about this. And I was like,
love that.
You motherfuckers. Like this, I've spent so much of this season kind of ragging on the characters and their choices.
Sure.
And they've endeared themselves to me all the same. And I actually like, I know that things are going to change for the second season. And I was, I don't know, a little hesitant, like kind of feeling protective of what is now, you know, like hesitant to change. And I know we're in the interim here between seasons. I know as soon as I start it, it's going to be fun to dive in. And I don't know why I'm hesitant to change things, because I haven't enjoyed very much of it. But I really, I've had so many issues with it, but I don't know. I've been enjoying this with you guys, and I am very excited for season 2, regardless of what comes. And putting together these little outfits and silly things.
You found a niche,
you know,
and I really enjoy it. It's wormed your way into your little heart, and I am feeling similarly. Although George didn't ask me because I've been to high school, but I thought we'd just be goofing and clowning on this show, and all of a sudden I'm like learning songs from it. We're breaking down the music video piece by piece, day by day. It is just, we're putting in as much effort, if not more effort, than the creators of this show. And I want everybody to fucking acknowledge it. I got a goddamn cake for the show.
Yeah. Yeah, I love it. So on the last, speaking of the intro, last episode, I dressed as one of 2 unsung heroes, the kind of beach mimes, and I've changed my vest. I am now the second beach mime. I wanted to represent both of them, and as I've heard, I know nothing, but I've heard the theme song and intro changes in the next season and ongoing. Correct?
I won't. Visually, yes. It's completely different. Everything's going to change.
Wait, it's the same song, but it changes the visuals?
That's
almost
weird. No? I think we should.
No, I'll find out in like a week.
Season
Yeah.
2 is going to debut on May 22nd, everybody. At least that's the plan.
Okay.
So you're just going to have to wait along with everyone else, which I love. But this iteration, these two mimes are fucking
Yeah.
gone.
They're
They're
gone.
going to wisp away. So you paying homage to them, to both of them. 'Cause I was feeling bad that you were doing Frick instead of Frack, or, you know.
Yeah,
But
don't you worry.
You did both. And what an attention to detail. If you're on Patreon, just give Zach digital high five for putting in all the effort for the costume changes all season. Unfortunately, he's going to have to continue it in perpetuity.
And the only way that you can get access to those videos where you can see Zach and support the show is at CaliforniaDreamsPodcast.com.
That's right. And that's got everything there. That's got our Patreon. That's you can hit us up at surftubeswithattitude@gmail.com. Follow us Instagram, TikTok, X, whatever. Yes, George?
You can sometimes see us on those. There's some visual elements.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Pete, sorry. we're interrupting each other, so please
Zach!
finish yours. All right, Pete, as the rock. See what I did there? Behind
I did.
This California Dreams podcast.
Yes.
How do you feel as someone that has been involved in multiple bands with how the show took place? Do you feel like is it reminiscent of your creating a band and trying to get that moving throughout this first season?
Yeah, it's a great question because we've had. I remember we just released the James episode, and I was listening back to that and was doing some video editing with that. And I'm like, James just like popped in, and he just like kind of shat all over the California Dreams world, and I kind of felt like I had to defend it because I was very surprised at how, despite the fact that it's sitcom formulaic, they do touch on a lot of stuff that does happen to a band. And whereas most shows are just like, this is what happens when you got to take two girls to the dance at the same time. And although California Dreams will probably delve into that bullshit later, this first season is pretty indicative about being a band around this time. So it's definitely seems like the band I would have wanted to be in when I was young and watching it. I thought, I want to be in a band with my best friends, and I want to play shows in front of people, and I want to know even if something didn't work out, we were still going to be friends at the end of it. And I think that still kind of holds true to today. I don't know.
So I do feel like and I'm not saying this to promote our own stuff, but I do feel like based on what we talked about during the show, but then also for our Patreon members and our after show or encore, whatever you want to call it, the extra content, I do feel like we really did cover a lot of valuable lessons and experiences on what it actually takes to start and run a band.
I think we did too. I learned a lot about Zach that I didn't know, and this is definitely the most time we've ever spent with each other, and I cherish it. But the fact that we've come from two completely different backgrounds in music, but had so many similar experiences happen to us, just kind of goes to show you that like this is a universal truth that a lot of musicians have to kind of put up with. And we are cast aside. We are kind of laughed at. We are kind of like shown to be foolish for following this dream of ours. But this California dream of ours, it is. And we're going to continue to do it because we've already invested all of our bank account into it.
Yeah, and that 30 years ago it wasn't that different either. That
sad.
these experiences that these kids are experiencing in California Dreams, we can relate to.
Yeah. So Zach in a great band called Fable Cry. They're from Nashville. They put on huge shows. California Dreams also puts on luau's. It's basically the same thing,
It's basically the same thing. And you Bred Raptors, I mean, you guys, you make incredible music.
Unlike the California Dreams. Although on this music video breakdown episode, like we learned some truths about what songs people liked and didn't like, and we're going to do a little more of that today.
Yeah. It's true.
briefly go over this soundtrack. George was able to track down the official California Dreams season soundtrack OST on eBay, and so he had us listen to it. And it was interesting hearing full versions of this song. I had to listen to some of these while learning the guitar lines throughout the season. But there was a couple of these that like, oh, this is a solo I didn't hear.
Mm-hmm.
You know, this is a bridge I didn't hear. This is an interlude. This is extended outro. Yada yada yada. So, I don't know. You guys want to jump in? You just want to like say a couple of songs we were surprised about? How do you guys want to do this? It's really dealer's choice.
I mean, it's up to you. Do you want to run down in order, or do you want to arrange it by what episode they appeared in?
Oh, I mean, I have the episodes that they appeared in for most of them, but let's just go. Let's just go kind of, 1 to 11, baby. So try not to spend too much time. Let's keep this moving. But we said in an earlier episode that the CD starts off with "This Time," which is, I think everybody's. Even if we don't all like the song, none of us really think this should have started this soundtrack, right?
Written by E.G. Daly, Tommy Farragher, and Lottie Golden. This song is the one that grew on me the most. I really like this song a lot, actually, and it is a ballad. But man, fucking Heidi Lenhart, she can sing, and this is the song that I think really showcases her vocal ability.
That's true. She's a babe with pipes. What about you, Zach?
It's a good song. I like the song. It's a weird way to start an album. It's a weird way to start this album, this band. Like, even if this band, pretending this is a soundtrack, well, we can look at it two different ways. The soundtrack, the way you format a soundtrack and the way that a band might format an album and order those songs might be a little bit different. The way the songs flow, kind of in every way, this is a weird way to start it because I don't consider Jenny the lead singer, even though they all sing. Matt's the front man and kind of the leader of the band. I would probably lead with a song that he sang with if you're gonna. Even though breaking all these down, I was surprised. I think he's viewed and he's put front and center. He's viewed as sort of the front man and sings the most, but there are actually a lot of songs he doesn't sing or doesn't sing lead on. It is spread out much more than I think I even remembered or realized. But I like this song. I like how it fits in the story too. As we know, Jenny's gonna be leaving. Well, you guys know, and you told me about it. Jenny's not going to be around much longer, and this song is actually super vague. It's about the love story going on, or it is in the context of this episode. But the lyrics are super vague, and it could be about a relationship. It could be about a situation, and just I don't know. Knowing that this character was not going to be on it much longer, and listening to this on the second to last episode of this season, I don't know, this time round did add some different context of, it sounded like she was singing it about staying on the show and giving it one more chance. And I'm sure that they didn't write it that way, but it's
no, I would guess that this album in its entirety was written before or concurrent with the writing of the show. But this
but life imitating art happening kind of by accident was like, weird that she sings this.
But this song does share the same title as the episode that it was featured in, which was season 1, episode 12.
Which is the only time that's happened, by the way. So
there's no Where's Dennis song.
It fucking should be. Okay.
There should be.
That soul, it should be that Soul Asylum song, George, that you said. So, moving on to track 2, Castles on Quicksand. I find this to be the catchiest song on the album and from the season. What did you guys think?
Don't build castles on quicksand, Pete. I mean,
it's just first featured on our double date episode when we were going back and forth. We had about 4 or 5 different songs featured in that episode, but we only saw half of it, and then we saw the fullish version later in the season. Do you like this song? I thought it was pretty good, Zach.
I like it.
All
I like
right.
that Tiffany gets to sing. You know,
You do love
it's
that. She's got a very specific voice that's different from Heidi's voice, and I like how they
yeah,
work together. But it's very specifically Kelly Packard when she's singing.
Right.
yes.
Okay, and then the third song, "Everybody's Got Someone," which I've been razzed about liking, but I don't. It's not my favorite. Although I have said it's my favorite. I go
You
up
did
and
say it
down.
was your
I
favorite.
was
You
gonna
don't
say,
have
you
to walk
said
it
it's
back.
say okay, I'll stick with that. It is my favorite, even though, like I said before, the lyrics are very sad and petulant.
Yeah.
I would not. I'd be very embarrassed if somebody caught me singing this in my car at a red light.
I'm
That's all.
not a big fan of this song.
Mhm.
Yeah. I
I
am
will
not a
say,
big fan of this song.
yes. Well, it's funny because on the soundtrack there's an extra verse, and then they have the same key change that we talked about. Whereas in the episode, it just goes intro, verse, bridge, chorus kind of thing. So, but this one has more background vocals than the one in the episode, and that's
Mhm.
episode 11 that we first see this featured. So, you want to keep it going?
Sure.
Because this next one, George, can you give me the proper name for?
It's gonna be Rain.
It's gonna be Rain.
Shoot, yeah. I
This-
think It's Gonna Be Rain lyrically succeeds where Everybody's Got Someone did not. I think it's a
agree.
similar sad breakup song, but it's much more poetic. It's
I
less
think
on the nose.
it's just as pathetic, if not
It's
more.
poetic though. No, they're both sad. I think it's less pathetic.
I
It is
like
less
it
pathetic.
for whatever reason. When I was listening to it, it really put me in the mindset of like a Montel Jordan kind of a thing. I don't know why, but that was where I really thought it fit in musically.
This is how they did it. I get
is,
it.
yeah.
Yeah, it's just like as we've mentioned before, like Boys to Men style video and song. It's this slow New Jack Swing ballad, and I like it. I wish we would. I think Tony has other moments in songs that shine really well. I think I mean, I like that we get a different side of Tony with this because Tony is usually the very, he's energetic. It's often the like comedic relief. This being a ballad that they give him is like, this is Tony's song. Shows a sensitive side that we don't always get.
Wow.
I know.
Without the
right.
music video, this song is a little more palatable for me. But otherwise, I think it's one of my least favorite on the album.
You're distracted by the ventriloquist.
I am.
Yeah, I think it's a solid song.
Who could not be?
All right, moving on. Let Me Be the One, the song written for Sly.
I couldn't believe when I looked this up that I was looking up which episodes these were on, and I was like, and I was reading the lyrics, and I'm like, this song should have been in the Friends first episode. Like this should be "Let Me Be the One that you pick," you know, because her and Jenny were battling for the same guy, but instead it's her begging Sly to be hers, and it's a super thirsty song if you look at the lyrics.
Yeah.
That's really actually well analyzed. And
Yeah. Overanalyzed. That's Surf Dudes with Attitude policy.
I love this. This is actually one of my favorite songs on the soundtrack.
Wow.
Let Me Be the One. It's very because it's poppy and dancey. It's like it's very Paula Abdul. It's nice, and we get Tiffany singing. This is the one that I was listening to the soundtrack at the gym today, and this is the one of a couple that had
It's helped you get pumped, dude.
Look, I had my homework to do and limited time. Part of it was my procrastination. But this is the song that I repeated almost the most. I could say the most.
Wow.
Yeah, I could say
you love
that.
this song. It's all right, man.
I love it. I know. I was dancing in there, and people were like, Oh man,
It's got
Must
your
be getting
Zubas
crazy.
on. Were you wearing that
Yeah.
outfit too? It's like, is that
Of
the mime
course.
from the California Dreams extended intro?
Yeah, I was doing the moves. Yeah, it was pretty cool. I was in the mirror, so it felt like there were two of me.
You're shadowboxing yourself.
Yeah, that's right.
Can
We
I
were
say
so in
something
sync.
about the next song?
Sure.
No.
Do you get this song was not featured in the season? This
Was it?
is
Because I was gonna say I don't even remember this. Like I cannot remember this song.
No,
unless
it
I
was
heard it.
not. And I
This
bet
is-
it wasn't featured because it's a love song sung by Matt and Jenny as a duet.
I did know that too.
I bet that's
first wanna
why
say-
they were like, where are we going to put this though?
Okay, so it's interesting. This is on the out. This might have got cut, and this might like an abandoned storyline kind of thing. But this is actually going to be used in somebody's goodbye episode coming up. But it's true that a lot of this is weird. That it's usually two siblings singing to each other, and there's lines in here that says, "I need you to make me whole," and the other one was, "If you could see me on my knees at night." Super hot.
Yeah, I was trying to it set it up. I was listening, recognized that I did not recognize it.
Yes.
I was trying to okay, they're siblings. Maybe, there were just too many lines.
You guys don't talk to your sisters that way.
It's such a ballad. Like it's so ballady. It's hard. It's hard to get through. But maybe because we don't know it in context, that I just did not like the song. But
and maybe in context of the show, they will take out some of those lines that don't work as well.
We're gonna find out
for siblings.
In a few short weeks, the new season starts up in just a few days, almost. So,
few hours.
I mean, at least 168 hours. So, so the next song featured in episode 7, One World. My only note here is this has all 4 singers. The extended version has everybody taking a verse, basically. Everybody doing some background vocals and a rap at the end of the song.
A rap. Matt gets to rap with Tony.
Mm-hmm. Maybe we should call this season rap.
Ooh, that's fun.
That's clever of me.
Fun.
Thank you. Yeah.
I see what it is, what you did. That's nice. I like this song too. I know what they're doing, there were a lot of songs that came out during this time that were very We Are the World sort of vibes.
That's exactly what I was thinking of, where it was like we need to band together as people as a whole in unity kind of a thing.
Yeah, but it's not as catchy as We Are the World. Like that song is catchy as fuck.
Well, you have every major pop star in the world collaborating
That's not why.
together.
I forgot who wrote that song, but it's just got a slappy chorus. But One World, I didn't. It's just annoying. Yeah,
you think it's annoying?
I don't like this song.
Do you hate the message?
I hate the message.
The song,
unity and positivity.
The songwriters for We Are the World were credited as Michael Jackson and Lionel Richie. And it was produced, of course, by Quincy Jones.
Okay, I literally, when you first started that, I was like, Michael Jackson wrote One World? What? Okay, I'm on the same page now. I get it.
Yeah, so that might be why it's not as good as that one.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe George can find it. Michael Jackson wrote a soundtrack to Sonic, one of the Sonic games, I want to say, Sonic 3. And then his version was scrapped, or he was written off as a songwriter. It's some crazy story in video game history.
Apparently, Sonic the Hedgehog 3.
Yes,
Michael Jackson Sonic. Okay, so I'm sorry, I'm trying to read this now, but some songs from Sonic the Hedgehog 3, as it was originally released, were composed by the late singer Michael Jackson. Excuse me. And keyboardist Brad Buxer. According to Buxer, Jackson was not happy with Sega's implementation of his songs, and later releases of Sonic the Hedgehog 3 included a different set of music tracks.
Whoa.
That's according to Polygon, and it said Sega itself has never officially confirmed details about Jackson's involvement in the Genesis game, and he's not credited in any version of the game.
Oh, shit. So maybe it's floating around out there.
So apparently it was confirmed by Yuji Naka that who is the lead programmer, that Sonic the Hedgehog 3 did include Michael Jackson contributing to music.
Can you believe it, Zach? The
I
things
am
you unearth
floored.
on Surf Dudes with Attitude.
I mean, this is come for the surf, stay for the
turf. Something.
So Zach,
still working
for
on
you, I do have a special piece of trivia.
Oh,
do you know the significance of the lead programmer Yuji Naka to this podcast?
I do not.
No,
I do not. I failed immediately.
Pete's first band was called.
One of my first bands was called Yuji Naka's Incredible Rocket Sled, and the sled had two D's in it. Yeah,
it's a rocket sled.
Incredible Rocket Sled, like
sled
that has a rocket on it. Sled
not
with
a
two
sled.
D's. Not
I heard
sled. We would have got famous with that name.
Rocket Sled.
I don't know. I was just happy to be in a band with my friends, and I let them name the band. I've been in a lot of bad band names over the years. That one was the hardest to kind of like write down on flyers, but I had a lot of great friends that just followed us around because it was a good time. But yeah, Yuji Naka we just saw him at the end of a video game that we had beaten, but apparently he's a very big, very, very, very big deal in the video game world, the early Sega and Nintendo world. So I don't know if he ever knows that we named a whole band after him, or if we owe him any royalties.
Is he around? Is he on this earth?
I don't know if he's with us anymore. I would sure hope so, because great man.
I don't think so.
Great product.
We should get him on the podcast if he is.
Do a little gotcha moment.
We'll take anybody.
We're going to move on. Track 8 is called If You Lean On Me, and honestly, I did a video comparing this song that's available on our YouTube. It's royalty free. We're allowed to use the song, so please check that out. We compare this song. We think the California Dream stole it. It's a big scandal. So I don't have much to say about this song. I've listened to it way too many times.
You've said enough, Pete. You've said enough about this song. I like this song. I don't have a lot to say about it either, to be honest. It's not the most exciting song on the album. Yeah. It's not the worst song on the album. It's a middle ground song for this.
Yep, it's nestled in the bosom of the middle of this album too. So
I do just want to show you for the scandal.
That's cool.
Where is it? If You Lean On Me is over here. It does not include Tom Waits as a writer of this song.
John Waite. John Waite.
Oh, John Waite. Sorry.
Yes. That's like weird.
Tom Waits was involved in California Dreams.
Tom Waits, Michael Jackson, Quincy Jones. This shit is stacked.
What?
Maybe you do like this song better. Track 9 is called If It Wasn't For You. This is a song about new love. If you check out the lyrics, a lot of these songs are about like brand new love or like post breakup. There's never
teenagers.
Yeah, but there's never any tracks about like you're a year into your relationship on autopilot. It's beleaguered. You're just like getting takeout together and watching the same show. I want a song about that, but
I can't believe there's no song about bringing back the romance after 10 years of marriage.
Yeah, maybe.
It's called Pina Colada. There's a song about that already, but this was featured on episode 2 and episode 6, just so everyone's in the know.
Maybe you'll get what you want by the time season 5 rolls around and we have a little bit more wisdom behind us and these characters. I like If It Wasn't For You.
5. Yeah?
Yeah, I do. I said it in the episode, but it reminds me of Huey Lewis and the News.
It's got a shuffle feel,
which I do like. Yeah, the good vocal rhythms. It's pretty nice. It made my top. It's top songs for this album for me.
Wow.
I know.
You guys heard it here. I can't say the same. Although I do like the next song, track 10, Love Is Not Like This.
But the fake Ramones song?
Featured California Nightmares. We see in episode 9 that we see California
baby
change their style, and this is the most rockin' song on the whole album. So there's an extended intro in this version. I like it a lot. I like this song a lot. It's a little repetitive at the end, but like as we saw, and maybe the visual component is helping, but the energy is there. It's finally there. It's finally a rockin' song. It's as rockin' as they're gonna get.
Yeah, this is one of my favorites as well.
I mean, definitely a toxic relationship they're talking about in the lyrics, but that's way more realistic than like this dreamy ass bullshit.
Yeah. No, this is great. This would be. I mean, it does get repetitive at the end, but this feels like a live crowd favorite.
Hell yeah, I think
like
so.
this is whether they're playing for an audience that knows them or a brand new audience, they could pull this out, and it's easy enough that people could listen and kind of catch on by the time they're doing the chorus at the end.
It definitely
people might be singing along already.
Yeah, we like that. We like energy, and we said in the episode, even if you like fucking up notes and stuff, it's okay because you're putting on a show, all right, and you can sacrifice some efficiency for performance. I would appreciate that.
Yeah, it wasn't my favorite song on the album, but
wow.
Least favorite.
Not least favorite, just wasn't my favorite.
Actually the next song we're gonna talk about is probably my least favorite on the album, Heart Don't Lie.
I like that one.
It's about a girl that just wants love, but she's like some twin flame shit going on where she's just like
was this on the
love so bad. Yes, this was on episode 4.
Okay. It's been a while.
But I think it's done well. It's one of the few that Kelly Packard was the lead singer on, and I think it's catchy.
Cool.
I liked it too. It didn't make my top, but it is it's nice.
And
you hated it, Pete.
I'm gonna say. And then the final song is going to be the California Dreams extended intro or extended song. So like I'm going to say the my least favorite and most favorite. I'm going to say like between the least it's between Heart Don't Lie and This Time. So the first and last song, not a fan of. Favorite song, I would say Castles on Quicksand or Everyone's Got Someone. With a Love Is Not Like This, a close third.
Oh, dang.
Yeah. What do you guys say?
Favorite and least favorite?
Yeah.
Oh, if we gotta... Oh, man.
I mean, you gotta. It's like having a favorite child. You have to pick your favorite child.
I mean, I think... that sucks. I'm going to say least favorite. Bye, Pete. I'm going to say... if you only knew, I'm going to say is my least favorite. I think just because I'm not familiar with it. I listened to it kind of one time, and I was kind of good on it. I think I could give it a second chance.
It's not one of my favorites either.
If it comes back in season 2 with the context of the story, I don't know. Maybe it'll grow on me. But I'm going to say least favorite for now.
Least favorite for me was probably Everybody's Got Someone.
Oh man, that song sucks. You're right.
It's just and I mean, I'm not saying it's badly composed or anything. It's just so teenage whiny.
Well, and the reason why it I think would be my second to least favorite,
okay,
is because I think the guitar solo is among one of the more standouts.
You're correct. The guitar solo and Everybody's Got Someone is really well done, but it's so teenage whiny. I mean, Pete likes it because he wishes he had somebody.
I wish I was a teenager again. I mean, just the greatest time in my life.
Yeah, I'm most likely to skip these two songs.
Interesting.
If You Only Knew and Everybody's Got Someone, because Everybody's Got Someone is just, it is too whiny. Like, of course, we've all had
I
bad
honestly don't
times
want
and
to. I
listened.
don't
Like,
even want to put that in there. Like, I hate to interrupt, but like, if you only knew, like, we didn't hear that in context, I'm just gonna kick it out. You can't be in
then
there.
I guess Everybody's Got Someone is my least favorite. Then,
Wow.
if you're
All
kicking
right.
it out, that was, hey,
Dead
I was
to
gonna
me.
be my second least favorite, and then you took out the tie.
I'm just
So
saying it
whatever you
doesn't
want. We're judging the album, not the show.
saying
So
that's like a B side. It just doesn't make sense. It's not supposed to be on there.
Zach,
Well, they did
how about
it,
a
though.
favorite?
God damn it.
I think the one that I'm gonna probably like come back to the most, the one that I would want to listen to,
Your workout.
that I might like include, the one that I work out to is
California
like,
Dreams theme.
yeah, that one's really that's what does it. Let Me Be the One.
Okay. For me, it would probably either be This Time or Castles on Quicksand. I don't know why. That just resonates with me. But all right.
Wow.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Well, there it is, guys. I don't know where anybody can get this album, if it's possible. I don't even think we're allowed to show the album, but we're talking about it anyway. So,
Yeah.
hearing these songs again in context, knowing what everything happens, it did hit differently. I will say that. It wasn't leg day for me as I was listening, but I still felt something. And I'm really glad for that, but I'm feeling pretty good. I will say we're gonna do a little gift exchange now. Before that, I need to issue the audience an apology, like a pretty heartfelt one. As I was doing some editing on the video, I had to read. I looked back on every single episode, skimmed it. Zach, are you listening?
I'm trying.
We were wrong about the piano the entire season. It's always been there. I'm not
In
shitting
Max
you.
There was that one episode where it wasn't.
It was there. I checked every single episode. It's on because I was making a spreadsheet of every time it came in and came out, and there's actually no episode where it is not there.
So this might be hard for you to believe or hard for you to hear, but I don't believe you.
Okay, and that's fine. But you can sit there and be a producer and check my work. I literally
we
skimmed.
checked. It was like what, the second or third episode that it clearly was not there.
Dude, I literally sat there for an hour today skimming every episode. And it is there. And every scene that Matt's room is there. Even the episode where they bring up the band equipment, it's there. I really wanted this to work out. I was working on a really funny video, but it's there. And I was like, do I sacrifice this funny content?
Do you remember the episode in question?
Yeah, it's there every episode. So the first time we brought it up on the podcast was episode 5, and we're like, "Oh, the piano's not there." And so I looked in episodes 1 through 4. I watched. It's there every time. I don't know where we first got the idea. I think we just maybe saw it at a different angle, and it looked like it wasn't there.
Well, the first time he's writing with it is the first time we see it.
Season 5 is the first time, or episode 5 is the first time that we were like, hey, it's back. So we had talked about it before that. I'm telling you, I really wanted this to be a funny thing that we noticed. Much like the movie Twilight, there's a scene where there's an armadillo behind Edward that keeps appearing and reappearing because of continuity flaws. So I really wanted this piano to be a disappearing piano, but I swear,
this could have been our armadillo moment.
I don't want this to be our armadillo, and I really wanted to just not bring it up, but I wanted to be honest and say we are sorry.
So if you happen to be coming in and you're not listening in order, and maybe you've heard this before, you've heard us tell you lies. Just give us some grace in those moments, because we
are telling you when we're wrong here. Okay,
yeah.
We don't want this to be a toxic relationship like some of these songs.
Yeah,
So,
and if there are other times when we lie or we think we're telling the truth, just you can take this moment as evidence that
yes.
later on down the line, and it might be 13, 14, 15 episodes later, we will
Yes. We
fess
will.
up.
We'll amend. We want this. This whole series to be about truth and honesty and California dreaming, baby.
Yeah,
So
just stick with us.
anyway, Zach, since this is our birthday, we give
Yes.
gifts out. All right, and
Yes.
George and I got you something on and it looks like I got something in the mail too. If you want to show it, because I'm going to take a screenshot. You want to show me your package, Zach?
I would love to. I've been waiting all season to show you
Okay.
my
So
package. I'm not going to show the front because it has my address on it and Pete's address.
And I think
But-
this also does as well. And I think my name is spelled incorrectly. Thanks, buddy.
What? 3 E's, right?
That's right.
I'm sorry. Did I really?
So, George, I think I guess I'll open the small one first, not size shaming, and then Zach.
Oh, okay. Yeah, this is. You did tell me something was coming, and this is. It doesn't fit into the whole screen. It's like
Right.
it just keeps going.
So this is what you sent me, right? This looks right. This package, right?
It looks about the size of my package that I sent you.
Okay. George, are you ready? I'm going to open this up. George doesn't know what you got. George knows what you got. George does not know what I got. So I'm doing a little unboxing video. I'm feeling it.
I bet you can feel like a Christmas
morning. It was going to be a tape of some kind.
Oh, interesting.
I'm going to pull it out and I'm going to show everybody before I even see it. Oh, snap. This is a cassette tape of the thing that we just listened to. I don't even know where I can play this. This looks dope. I have not held a cassette tape since my band got 100 cassette tapes that took us years to sell.
I thought y'all had
we
had
did.
cassettes.
The U-Bread Raptors cassette might be the only cassette I still own.
You know what's funny? We were told by Pitchfork told us that they would review our album if we put an extra song on there because they don't review albums that are more than 6 months old. And then so we went in the studio. And that album actually was made all analog, and the song that we recorded was digital. So I always thought that was hilarious. And we put this new song on there, and then they're like, "No, we're not interested anymore." So we reprinted 1,000 CDs, and it was like this tape release for this album, and that was the last one I listened to. But this feels so nostalgic to hold. Man, I miss this time. Get off my lawn, you goddamn kids. This is great, man. Thank you. Where'd you find this?
I'll send you a number 2 pencil.
You're going to open an unopened California Dreams cassette?
Oh, shit, I guess I am. I'm not giving this away. Fuck you. Well,
No, that's a gift.
How much can I really get for
that
this, George?
sucker out.
Oh, I love this.
That was probably
Jesus
like the last
Christ.
unopened one in existence.
Look at this.
Look
this,
at
people.
that.
Looks like the same thing you have. The inside is gray, though.
I didn't expect it to be wrapped, saran wrapped. I thought it was used.
I mean, just like a cursory look. Like,
So yours,
there's a
yours
lot of
is
separate songwriters.
Yours is definitely different.
Spread it out. Let us see.
Yeah. We got that spread. Look at that. This is definitely a first season thing too.
Wow.
Mine is color on this side. And yours is black and white.
Boring old black and white there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which
Okay.
I recall being fairly standard.
I'm
The
glad we
inside
got
of
to
cassettes were often
Yeah.
black and white.
I'm glad we got to compare and contrast.
I mean, I do have that photo too that you can see. That is the one you have as well. So
Yeah.
damn. This is going on the shrine, baby. This matches the color scheme perfectly. Thank you so much, Zach.
While we
You're
are
welcome,
talking
Pete.
about California Dreams memorabilia, one moment.
Oh my God, this is huge. Jesus Christ, so much going on in this episode.
This is a big day.
Big day.
I do want to say that I have been collecting various media, and so far I have the first of the 4 books.
What?
So are these novelizations? Are these like these are fan fiction basically?
These are not any episode. These are
Standalone. That has to be
these are
like
all standalone.
Okay, we need to do some kind of. We have to do some kind of
stories.
Yeah, and I am at a point now where I am stuck. Like the 4th book was almost impossible for me to get. The first 3 are still available. The 4th one, this one here, was almost impossible. And I think there's a total of 9 that I just can't track down. The behind the scenes of California Dreams is available for like $450 on Amazon. So there's no way I'm getting that.
Well,
hey, Patreon.
Get your shit together, Patreon.
I mean, I'm just saying though, if anyone has copies of these books that they don't want, or if anyone knows where the rest of them can be found, please reach out, because we need this as a show. But then I did also get the Saved by the Bell California Dreams Meet the Stars of book.
Oh, same universe, baby. This is
what
great.
Is it like just getting to know the actors?
Yeah, just like
little bios and pictures.
Yeah.
Oh, it's probably their favorite foods.
Probably.
I'm interested. George, can you just pick a book at random and go halfway through the book and just read us a paragraph?
I legally can't do that, Pete.
Well, we're going to get clearance to do some kind of dramatic reading from real actors. That's kind of what I want to do.
I would love to do that. I probably will write into the publisher.
You know how much they're going to laugh at you?
Ignored,
they're going to be like, what the fuck are you on? I don't give a shit if you do that.
Probably.
George, our ever-loving producer, always on the up and up. Zach, are you ready to open up yours? It's a bit of a Russian doll situation, just so you know. It's a box with
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Oh, that's great. I can hear.
I wanted to make sure that it was so secure. Now, George found this early. I want to say, George, you found whatever he's about to open early on. I want to say like maybe first or second week we were doing this.
Yeah, probably.
And we got it, and we have a plan. We have a plan for you. It's, and we're both like, don't tell Zach we got this, because be careful with that knife, buddy. Okay.
I will.
For those of you just listening at home, Zach is struggling. I really taped the shit out of this.
You really taped the shit out of this. I don't blame myself for this one. This wasn't going anywhere.
Well,
we're almost there.
The last thing I wanted, we were on a time crunch, even though we had like 3 months to send it. I waited till the very last minute. I didn't want anybody to steal it or get returned to sender.
You put my address on a piece of cardboard that is then taped over the seam. So it's really...
I wasn't sure if they would let me just write it on there. So, because I was reusing a box, as you can see.
I like it. Okay. We're getting there.
It just... The address just said Surf Dude, and the USPS, they just knew where it was at.
Here, I'm going to flip this around.
Okay.
For reasons. Oh, that has the address on the other side. It's fine. Stalk us if you want.
Okay.
Okay, this is the Russian doll.
Yes.
Second box.
Yes, there's no more other boxes in there, I promise.
Okay, this one I think I can do by hand.
I think so.
I hope so.
You should be able to see what it is right away. This must be riveting for people to listen to.
Yeah. If you're curious, I'm unboxing.
That's all the rage on YouTube is unboxing videos. I can see why.
Can you hear that?
Suspense. I actually haven't even seen this. So this was sent to me, and I just sent it right to you.
Really?
It's another box.
It is another box. Shane is the person who sent this. Also, your name is spelled incorrectly on it.
Jesus. Mary and Joseph.
Yeah, wait, not spell your name with 3 E's, Pete.
Yeah.
Everybody knows that. I'm sorry to give you such a chore, buddy.
No, it's fantastic. Sorry.
Had I known what was actually in there, I would have just
it would have been
sent
like,
it that.
Is it? Oh, we're in.
Okay.
Hold on.
That makes it's a surprise, but not really surprise.
Wait. What? Okay.
That thing looks cigarette stained. It's so old.
California Dreams game.
The board game, everybody. The California Dreams board game. Wow. I don't know who made this. George texted me. He's like, this is stupid. Nobody should buy this. And then I immediately bought it. And he's like, did you fucking buy that? Because he looked back and refreshed the page and it was gone.
Pete had the idea that he wanted you to find Brentley Gore in Nashville and hold him ransom and play the game.
This is the plan.
And play the game. This is what the board looks like.
Oh, I love that.
It's got the characters around the edge.
This is like Clue, but way better. No, and Zach, listen to me. Listen. This is our plan.
Okay.
For the season 2 finale, Brentley Gore is going to come to your house. We're going to fly down there, and we're going to play that. That is the goal of this season. All right. He lives in your neighborhood. This can happen.
Yep.
Okay. I think he would be down to do it.
To come play this game.
We need to start
We're going to play this game.
Play the board game with Brentley Gore campaign.
Yes.
Oh my God.
All he has to do is drive across town. You know,
we're going to pay for everything. We'll pay for his Uber or whatever.
We'll buy pizza.
And we're going to jam. Okay, we're going to jam with California Dreams.
Party. I'll bring my CD. You can bring your cassette. We can listen to both of them.
Same time.
This is perfect. Compare and contrast. Are they in the same order?
Yeah, I
track order.
Oh yeah, they are.
In case you were curious, what these they came undone. This is how they were when I opened it.
Okay.
There are several different. I think they're supposed to be separated decks of varying colors.
We're gonna have to separate them for Brentley.
But we have things like bummer. Matt loses his voice. Score 1 bummer point. Or Sly wheels and deals to get a record contract.
He's a wheeler.
Score
and
1
dealer.
point for Sly.
Only
move
1
him
point
up a space.
for getting a record contract for the California Dreams. That's some bullshit.
Hold. There is another layer to this. Oh, there's a scoreboard.
Oh, well, somebody had that, and they were like, "This needs to be given to somebody else. They need to pay it forward."
You want to see the pieces?
Fuck yes, I do. I paid for it. Oh hell yes. You're not allowed to know who that is yet, but they're coming. Okay.
I know who that is.
That's right. That's Kelly and Tony.
Hey Matt. Brentley Gore.
He's got it, Matt. We should bring Matt.
Come play this game.
We should
please come play this game.
And all the stickers are Dutch angled.
Yep.
I want to invite Brentley Gore over and then not let him play as Brentley Gore. That is my goal. Okay.
It comes with its own set of dice.
Oh,
so this one's got numbers on it, right?
Uh-huh.
This one stars and then
stars in them and instruments. We'd want to say, guys, this we need to start a hashtag. You need to get in contact if you know somebody that knows Brentley Gore. Come and play this game with us. All right.
This has a spinning wheel. Okay. I love this. Thank goodness it has the rules.
Oh, good. I'm glad it has the instructions.
I could have jumped straight to that, but for 2 to 6 players, ages 8 and up, the objective
5.
Be the player who is the most helpful to the California Dreams as they make it to the top of the chart. The Tiffany. The player with the most points at the end is the winner.
Mm-hmm. Guys, congratulations on a season well done. I want to do this every year with you, okay?
This is fantastic. Congratulations indeed. There's so many there's a lot to look at here, boys.
Okay. That means you've been playing it so many times, you might need another scorecard.
So yeah, this has been there's a lot of them still left in here. Some of them have been taken off.
Somebody played this game.
This one started. Samantha got 1 point.
Now, is that a bummer point or is that?
It doesn't. We don't know. Oh no,
it's like a regular one. It looks like a good point. The bummer's on the bottom, but we're gonna find out for sure.
We're gonna find out. Anyway, that's gonna do it for our season wrap episode. Do you guys have any hypotheses, any ideas about what might happen this second season before we leave? Don't all jump at once.
I'm the kid at Christmas that's just like I can't be bothered with anything else. I'm playing. You've given away some things. So I do know some things that are going to happen. I hope to see. I hope it. I don't know. I'm worried to hope because like almost everyone who's been commenting on the YouTube videos has been like, man, first season was the best.
I know. I'm worried about
like
that
everyone loved the first season the most. Some people are like the first and second season. So I think we're still going to be like, there's going to be some similar vibes overall and storylines and character development.
Okay, but so
this is a heavy dude. Oh, there we go.
Okay, but I will say before we duck out, did you guys notice there was a song missing from this album?
No.
Into the Tube, the first song featured on Any California Dreams. It was in the first episode, the first time they're all together for rehearsal, and they played it one other time midway through the season.
That might have been my favorite song.
That's what I was saying. It's definitely an energetic one. It's cheesy,
and it was the one that we were talking about. Like this should have been the theme.
Yeah,
the theme song.
Mm-hmm. So they definitely do play it later. As far as what I remember of the show and predictions, I unfortunately we're probably gonna get some more like high school drama. But I'm really hoping that there's some kind of equivalent to this tape. Even though it might not have been put out, I really hope there's another season or two worth of music to look forward to. But we're gonna find out.
Man, now I really want to hear the rest of that song.
Yeah, well, it's on YouTube, baby. You could look it up. The whole version.
The entire
like 3.5 minutes. Yeah.
Wow.
And now I'm allowed to listen to it.
You are, Zach. You are allowed to listen to that.
Okay.
Anyway, that is going to do it for our season wrap episode. I want to thank you guys. It's been a super fun season. It's the best podcast I've ever been a part of. I'm really looking forward to it. Next week, we're going to be back with the premiere of season 2 called Jake's Song. Please follow us along.
I would like to. I would like to just as a sign off. I want to give. George. I want to give you the Tony. The Tony Award.
Yeah.
And Pete, I want to give you the Matt Award.
The Matt Award. That's a new one.
That's a new one. But you're the one that's really you're the idea guy.
Okay. I'll take it. Let me just pull these sleeves up.
Let me see.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
Then Zach, you get the Tiffy. You can't even get out of it. You're the Tiffy, the one I'd most like to be in a band with. So, and we want to get.
I didn't mean to set myself up for that. Arguably the most.
Nobody gets the Jenny Award. Okay, and I'm excited to see where everybody's going. We want to thank all of our listeners for a great first season. Keep telling a friend about the show. Keep writing reviews, subscribing. TikTok, we got a lot of fun stuff. Patreon, we got a lot of awesome stuff that helps the show.
Support the show, CaliforniaDreamsPodcast.com. Get access to all of our bonus content. See what we look like and how cute Zach is and all of his little wardrobe decisions.
Mm-hmm. And until next season, gentlemen, This is Pete from New York City, and I'll see you soon.
Ba-boom.
Thank you, everyone. Really appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
This has been a Waning Moon production.